sore about the fact that they were perhaps looking to
More specifically, were you, if you were by yourself and not with a group, what is...
Ethan was in the house, so it's Anna.
So you're with...
One of them is my roommates, and one of them is her boyfriend.
So you're with Ethan?
And Xana.
Xana? Mm-hmm. Can you spell that for me?
X-A-N-Y. Or A-N-A, sorry.
X-A-N-A. Okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to... Sometimes it helps you to put names together.
Mm-hmm.
So you were with Ethan and Xana last night, is that?
Yeah.
Ethan's last name?
Cuban. I don't know how to spell it.
That's fine. And Xana's last name?
Criminal.
Can you spell it?
I think it's Kerno. Maybe another ODLE or something like that.
Okay. Okay, so you're within the six. What time did you guys get to Sigmund guys last night?
Around 8 something. Maybe 8:30.
So 8:30 p.m.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. And prior to that, were you guys just at your house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you left from your house.
Then was that formal because he went with his sister because she didn't have a date. And then we were just hanging out at our house. And then he came over and then we all walked over together.
Okay, so that was you, Ethan, Xana. Was there another person with you? Or just the three of you that
Maddie
walked over?
walked over with us.
And that's
Logan.
Logan?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Maddie?
Her real name is Madison, though, I believe.
Okay. So you guys all walked over to, as you were there about 8:30. Were you guys all pretty much together, or just kind of mingling throughout the house most of the day?
We were all pretty much together, and then Maddie left to go to the club with Kaylee. And then I was with Ethan and Xana most of the night, but then one of my friends came. Her name is Steve, and I hung out with her the rest of the night.
Okay, and who was that?
Her name is... Yes.
Can you spell it for me? Okay, and his last name?
I don't know how to pronounce it, and her full name is bigger than that.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have a phone number for her?
Yeah.
That's on your phone. Okay, we can get that. Okay, so you were with, and at that point, Ethan and Xana were just kind of hanging out still at the house? Okay.
And then I went to our other friend's house.
Okay. What time was that at?
I don't know, maybe like 12-ish. I could be wrong.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
And where's that house?
It's just like up the street. I don't know that address.
Up the street from...
Sigma Chi,
Okay.
kind of.
So you guys are at the Sigma Chi, so you're walking back towards...
We walked back towards my house and then went up this way.
So like when you got to Taylor Street, you went up? So if you walked all the way from Sigma News...
Or Sigma
Chi, sorry.
Yeah. You know the apartments, the whites?
Yep, I know the whites.
It's like that street, that way.
So on Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Do you know roughly where on Taylor? Or does she live maybe in one of the other off streets?
It's on Taylor, but it's like one of the end houses by the intersection. I don't know how to explain it.
Alright. Okay. And whose house is it that you went to?
And I don't know their other roommate.
And okay. Alright, so you're at this house. How long were you here?
Maybe like 40 minutes. And then I left by myself and went back to my house.
So you walked home maybe around 1-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you see when you got home?
We're sitting on the couch watching Vampire Diaries. No one else was home yet.
And is another roommate or what was last name?
She's in that room.
Oh, okay. And
Remember her last name?
then they got home from the club. You know what time that might have been?
I think I told one of the cops that was talking to me at the house, like, better times.
Okay.
I don't really remember right now. Maybe like 2 something, 1.
So if you got home around 1, that would have put them
Like
getting home.
1:45, 2, something like that.
So near bar break? You had a guess?
What?
Like near bar break?
What does that mean?
Bars normally close at 2 o'clock here.
Oh, yeah. They went to Broad Truck after, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. What did you do after that, after Maddie and Kaylee got home?
We all hung out in Kaylee's room for a little. And then talked, and then Maddie and I took Murphy out to pee the dog. And then I said I was going to go to bed because I was tired. And she said she was going to go to bed too. And then I went to my room. I was going to sleep. And she came and knocked and asked if I had Murphy. And I said no. And then I went to bed.
Okay. So what time did you think you took Murphy out?
Like 3 to 30.
2:30 to 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you normally take Murphy to go to the bathroom?
Just the back door in the kitchen.
So which one is 1122? So if I'm coming up King Road off the Taylor,
It's the big white house up there.
all the way to the very top on the right?
Well, it's technically on Queen, but the address is King.
Okay. So is it the one that's tucked back as you're going up to 500 Queen Road? Those big apartments? It's kind of back just a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you normally go out the back deck then?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I know how Cheshire then. Okay, so you go there. You and Maddie take the dog out.
Mm-hmm.
And then how long do you think that took?
I was out there for maybe like 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay. So then you both come back in. So you and Maddie both
I
come
came
back
in
in.
before she did.
Okay. Did Maddie still have the dog then?
Yes, I think so.
So you went out for a little bit, came back in. Do you know what time Maddie came back in?
Mm-hmm.
And you went straight to bed when you came back in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long after you went to bed do you think Maddie came?
Actually, I came in and grabbed some chips into my room and watched the show for a little, and then I went to bed.
What were you watching?
It's called Baby Daddy.
Okay. How long do you think you watched it?
Maybe like 30 minutes.
So one episode maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a half.
Okay. And did Maddie come in during that show or after?
She just knocked on my door, I think, during the asked if I had Murphy, and I said no.
Okay. Then what happened after that?
I just went to bed, and then I woke up and I was like half asleep, and I thought I saw like a firework or something. It just sparkled like under my door, and I thought I heard like something kind of fall. But I thought people were just like really like there's something and knock something over, because it's usually loud in the kitchen upstairs.
So, what's the firework?
It sounded like a little firework. I went by my, like, I'm on the bottom floor.
Okay.
And so it kind of looked like it came down there, but I don't know.
So is Murphy your dog?
Candy's dog.
Candy's dog?
Candy and her ex-boyfriend's dog.
Okay. So you heard Murphy bark right after you heard what you thought was a firecracker?
Yeah, something like that, but he like, I don't know, dogs bark at random things. And sometimes when he's happy, he'll bark.
Okay. It didn't sound like an angry growl or anything like that, just a bark?
I don't really know, I was like half asleep.
Okay.
It just sounded like bark.
So, hear the firework, kind of see a spark underneath the door.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy barks. What did you hear after that?
Pretty much nothing.
Nothing.
That's it.
Okay. And you thought thought maybe someone was just in the kitchen at that point?
Yeah, just like someone accidentally fell into the table or something.
Okay.
And she was like, what would it be?
Do you know about what time that might have been? Do you have any idea?
4 or something. I tried to call all of them at like 4:20ish. Around that time, no one was answering. I thought they just went to bed or something.
Okay. What happened after that?
Called me, and she said she thinks she saw someone. And I didn't know, like, really what to think of it, because sometimes we think we hear things a lot in the house, but it's usually just Ethan walking around. But she came, I told her to come in my room, and she could sleep with me, and we could lock the door, just stay in there just in case if there was anything, and that's all I knew. I just went back to sleep.
You didn't hear anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No one else talking? Okay. Did you make it to your room then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What time do you think she got in your room?
Around like 4:20, 4:30.
Okay, about the same time.
Yeah.
Where's her room located to yours?
I'm the only one on the bottom floor, right by the front door.
Okay.
And then you go up the stairs. And Xana's room, and Xana's room, the kitchen, and then upstairs is Maddie and Kaylee's.
Okay. And where's the room?
Right by the kitchen.
Right by the kitchen. Okay. And did she say anything to you when she got into the room?
She said she thought she saw a man, but I didn't know what to think of it. I was like, still half asleep, and I was like, I didn't know what to, I don't know. It didn't sound like I didn't hear screams, I didn't hear anything, but I didn't really know.
Okay. Okay. But notice that she didn't say anything more than she just saw something.
Yeah, that's all I remember her saying.
So your bed then, if I'm looking at the right house, you have a parking lot, front door, and your bedroom's just to the right? Okay. And that's where you slept from by the time you finally got into your room around 4-ish or so. Actually before that.
Like 3 something.
Yeah. So you were in there sleeping. Okay. Dylan got to your room maybe somewhere around 4:20ish, but Dylan was already home at that point. You knew that Maddie and Kaylee were home. Do you know when anyone else in the house got home?
I don't know when Xana or Ethan got home. I didn't hear them come in or anything.
Okay. Okay. And the last time you saw Xana and Ethan was at the Sigma guys? Okay. So, did you see anything weird at the party there at this?
Just a little.
Okay. And seems how the way that they're set up, were everyone hanging out primarily up in the main common room area, or most people hanging out in individual rooms and stuff like that?
It was a little bit of a mixture at first. It was in the like apartments, and then it was the main room.
Okay.
And then as I was leaving, I went and took out a backpack from our friend's room, and Xana and Ethan were sitting on the couch just listening to music.
Okay.
And
that was up in the main room, or that was in the
that was in an apartment.
That was in an apartment? Okay. Did you hear of anything that happened to anybody? Was there anyone strange or odd hanging around the party? Okay. Do you know of anybody in your house that has an issue with anyone? Any ex-boyfriends? Anything like that?
All their ex-boyfriends were really nice, and they still were good friends.
Okay. Have you ever had any of your roommates complain about anyone stalking them?
Once though, Kaylee said when everyone was like gone. Me and we were at the sorority house for a meeting, and it was only Kaylee, and she was taking Murphy out to pee. This was a while ago, and she said she swears she saw someone staring at her while she was taking the dog out to pee from the backyard.
How long ago that was?
Maybe like a month. She could see like a man's silhouette like staring at her.
You think it was about a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
Did Kaylee have any issues with anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. None of them has made any comments or statements of anyone trying to come onto them or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that all the ex-boyfriends of that, they're all normally, they're very nice and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of them fairly recent breakups?
One, but
Like I said, every little bit helps. Can you give me a little information on that one?
his name's he lives down the street
On Taylor?
on King, I think.
Okay.
And he and Kaylee share Murphy,
Okay.
and they dated for 7 years.
And that's in Kaylee?
Or something like that. And
And they did it for 7 years?
something like that. Since high school. Their families are really close too.
Okay. And they shared Murphy?
I think.
Okay. How long ago did they break up?
Maybe like 3 months or something. But they're still on really good terms.
Do you know why they broke up?
She was gonna move to like Texas.
Where's Kaylee from?
Portland.
Where is from?
Portland.
Okay. Okay. You said that they're still on good terms, they still talk to
Very
each
good
other?
terms. Yeah.
Okay. Has Kaylee been seeing anyone else lately?
Not really that I know of.
Okay. Do you know when she was going to move to Texas?
After this semester. But then apparently she wasn't going to anymore. I don't know.
Do you know what changed your mind?
I think she wanted to stay here with all of us.
Is there anything else you think is important for me to know? And you might remember things later. That's very normal, okay? If you think you remember anything else, please reach back out to us. And we'll bring you back in and we'll get that information, okay? I'm going to go back through my notes real quick before I go, okay? And you don't remember Kaylee's last name?
I think it's all this.
Gonzalez?
I think it's all this.
Okay, can you spell it for me?
I don't know what it's like.
Oh, that's right, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. Okay. for sitting down with me, okay? I'm going to take you down to the other end of the room so you can be with your friend, alright? You sure there's nothing else?
I want to go to the audio now, and my captions is picking up help, but then on here it's picking up heat. Okay, so I just want to play it. Part of the audio, I swear I hear help up here, okay? I can't tell you where about because I don't know.
04 in 56 seconds, so basically 4:05 a.m. He's going down King Road, then he turns left. goes in, and I'm going to play now the actual footage of it, just so now you can see where everything is when you're watching that video. So I'm going to start at that 4:05 a.m. time frame where he's making that last round that I just showed you. And then I'm going to keep on playing it until the rest of it, until he leaves. So the whole time when he's in the house, see what we can hear. And I just want to put a disclaimer out here. The sounds that I'm hearing are not for sure. It's just things that, possibly kind of sounds like this or that. It's so hard to hear. There's some things that you can tell more than others, but I just put it out there and I label them, and I'm not saying I'm right with all of them. I'm just kind of hearing little things, and I'm letting you guys know and seeing what you guys hear. So a lot of these things don't be like, that's not that, that's not that. I'm not saying for sure everything is what I'm saying it sounds like. Like I said, it's hard to hear everything, so a lot of them are just guesses on what it kind of sounds like. Like I said, and there's some things that you can hear better, that like you're more sure that it sounds like something over the other, if that makes sense. So yeah, just take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying this stuff is for sure what I hear. Let me know what you guys hear though. Here it is.
You see the way it's coming up saying heat, heat, instead of help, help. It mustn't be picking it up fully, but picking it up halfway, enough to pick up that little detail, because it keeps going, and watch how it keeps going. just want to pause here for Ray's pause for thought. Maybe one of the girls set a firecracker off to get help, because maybe they knew the other two girls wouldn't help them. I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't make sense to me why those two girls didn't hear all that help, asking for help. To me, that sounds like someone screaming for help. To me. Can you hear her? Can you hear her? hear that also on the audio? Catch the bye-bye there on the door. Oh my God. Wonder what this all means. Look, it'll come up here. It may be duped, I may not be. I don't know what to really think of it. But if anybody finds a better copy, let me know.